You know that feeling when someone says something that ruins your entire day? What if I told you that feeling only lasts 90 seconds unless you keep feeding it? Neurologically, the stress chemicals that create anger naturally flush from your system in exactly 90 seconds. At this moment, your body is flooded with stress hormones. That is just a natural chemical reaction.
If you sit still, breathe, and just let it be, the anger will dissipate on its own.
Once the chemicals flush naturally, your mind returns to its original state of peace.
But why do we often stay angry and bothered for hours after? Because we keep the anger alive by replaying the story and rehearsing our comeback. It's like having a smoke alarm go off when you burn toast, but instead of opening a window, you keep making more toast. Remember, the first 90 seconds is biology, but anything after that is your choice. We often say, "They really know how to push my buttons." We say this like we are completely helpless to other people's actions.
As if we are nothing but remote controls, and they hold all the power.
But here is the truth. Nobody can push buttons that you don't give them.
Those buttons are actually unhealed wounds or values violations from your past. When someone sets you off, pause and look into yourself with curiosity.
This criticism actually reminds me of my highly critical parents. Instead of automatically reacting to them, cut the wire that connects the button to your past.
Now they can press all they want, but the button is completely deactivated.
You are no longer a remote control. You become the operator of your own emotional state.
What if I told you what you call anger isn't actually anger? When your partner forgets your anniversary, you might instantly explode like a monster. But deep underneath that angry monster shell is a hurt child crying. Do I not matter?
Anger feels safer than vulnerability, but expressing vulnerability is what heals.
I felt forgotten when you missed our date. That statement gets a loving hug, rather than an endless defensive war. Anger just creates more distance, while vulnerability bridges the gap. When you learn to identify the emotion underneath anger, you address the real issue. Harsh criticism. Your impulse screams at you to fire back an immediate, devastating reply.
But freeze right there. Between every trigger and response, there is a space.
In that space lies your ultimate freedom, offering two entirely different paths. Instinct drives you to rush down the angry road, but conscious awareness pulls you back.
Take a microsecond to ask, what response would I be proud of tomorrow? That single question activates your choice point. You pull your hands off the keyboard.
All right, I've got this. Here's a professional message to solve the issue. Sent. You are no longer a pinball bouncing off circumstances. You are the player controlling the game.
When you learn to find and master that choice point, you unlock your emotional superpower.
You haven't finished your homework. Ugh, seriously? Whatever.
You feel a wave of heat rushing up your chest, getting ready to blow your top. In that exact moment, step out and activate your observer self. Look down from above at your own body, experiencing the chemical rush. I notice irritation rising and heart rate increasing.
Watch your emotions like passing weather patterns rather than becoming the storm.
Because you are simply observing the rain, you don't get swept away by it.
By shifting into the observer role, the emotional hijack loses its grip entirely. From this calm, steady space, you can choose a response that actually helps. This observer self gives you emotional immunity. You experience feelings without being controlled by them.
What if difficult people aren't obstacles, but personal trainers for your emotional fitness?
Your fence is too high. Your grass is too long. Your mail is always in my box. Your dog barks.
Okay, people, time to lift this 10 kilograms of noise. Let's go! Let's go!
Their obnoxious shouting is just the perfect weight to build your patience muscle. Or that micromanaging boss who drops an impossible stack of urgent work on your desk.
They are putting you through a great workout for staying calm under heavy pressure.
With every difficult person you face, your inner emotional strength expands.
Instead of resenting them, you can smile and thank them for the intense workout. What? You stop being a helpless victim of drama and instantly become a master student.
Every challenging interaction becomes your personal opportunity to level up emotionally.
People around you keep dragging their heavy bags of toxic drama to dump on you.
Huh? Wait, oh no! Gotta build the wall! Quickly! Safe, but trapped.
Healthy boundaries aren't isolating walls. They are gates, and you are the gatekeeper.
Learn to say no with absolute clarity. Assertive, yet completely polite.
I can listen for 5 minutes, then let's brainstorm a solution together. Setting boundaries pushes others to stop complaining and start looking for answers. Do not let people walk all over your fence and exploit your personal time.
You simply cannot pour from an empty cup. Take care of yourself first.
Protect your emotional energy so you actually have the strength to support others.
Gatekeepers of peace are the ones who can love others without burning out.
You're completely wrong about this. No, I'm not. You're just not listening. Impossible. It's not impossible.
Your head is boiling, and you know you're about to say something you'll regret.
Tactical timeout.
I am too overwhelmed right now, but let's continue this conversation after dinner.
A strategic retreat isn't running away. It's the wisdom to protect the relationship.
Give your nervous system a few minutes to reset so your logic can come back online.
When you choose to stop throwing fuel, The fire on the other side naturally dies down. Return to the conversation only when both of your heads have completely cooled down.
5 minutes of space can easily save hours or days of painful emotional cleanup.
Don't spend days fixing regrets. Stop the damage before it happens with a timeout.
Would you ever walk through a dangerous minefield with your eyes blindfolded? Yet we navigate our relationships blind to our triggers, stepping on mines constantly.
Start keeping a clear trigger journal to map out these emotional landmines. Track it down. Who was involved? What specific words hit you? What past wound did it echo? Once you map out the pattern, the hidden landmines begin to light up clearly.
Your map just warned you, didn't it?
You see the mine clearly right in front of you, so you simply step around it.
Their emotional trap fails completely because you are no longer surprised by it.
Mapping your triggers is emotional intelligence in action, transforming reaction into response. With your personal map in hand, you can walk through any relationship with confidence.
Oh no! What's wrong? I've ruined everything. It's all my fault. Tell me what happened. I don't know where to start.
You rush to jump into their emotional puddle, absorbing all their heavy, toxic energy. Don't drown with them. Instead, learn to maintain a compassionate distance.
Be a lifeguard. Throw them a solid life preserver, but don't jump in to drown too. Thanks, I needed that.
Help them pull themselves out of the storm and onto solid, clear ground.
Listen with an open heart, but keep your own emotional state completely stable.
I feel so heavy.
Take this. It might help.
Keep your heart wide open for empathy, but keep your energetic shield up. You both make it through the crisis without you feeling completely wiped out.
Burned out helpers can help no one. Protect your capacity to actually serve. Caring deeply without carrying their load is the ultimate form of sustainable support. Knowledge without practice is just entertainment. Pick just one technique for this week.
Consistent daily practice literally rewires the neural pathways in your brain.
People who never get rattled aren't born different. They've just practiced until it's automatic.
Think about who you will be when difficult people no longer have power over your peace.
That master version of you is waiting. Take control of your emotional state today.